Hello friends, welcome you all. In last lecture, we had discussed the two numerical problems on fineness modulus of fine aggregate. Now, in this lecture, we are going to discuss about silt content. So, what is meant by silt content or how we can define the silt? The silt may be defined as the particle passing through the ISU of 75 micron size and its particle size is less than 60 micron, okay, or 0.06 mm. We can call as silt, okay. So being smaller particle, they have a large specific area. So this clay, or we can say silt, if present in fine aggregate or sand in the form of coating or loose form, prevent the development of good bond between the cement paste and aggregate. So moreover, on account of their fineness, and if present in large quantity or more quantity of water is required for preparing a concrete mixture of desirable workability, which reduces the strength of concrete. So therefore tests should be performed to determine this presence of silt content, okay, before using the natural sand for preparing the concrete mix. So let us see how we can determine this silt content. So let us see procedure first. So prepare the 1% salt solution by adding 10 gram common salt in the 1000 ml water, okay. So firstly we have to prepare the salt solution, that is we have to add 1% salt solution in 1000 ml water, okay. Next is the fill this salt solution up to 50 ml mark in measuring cylinder, okay. Then now add the sand sample in it to reach this mixture up to the 100 ml mark, and finally add more salt solution to reach the total volume up to 150 ml, okay. So firstly we are adding the 50 ml salt solution, then we are adding the sand. So the sand, due to this sand, the mixture reached to the 100 ml mark, and then again we are adding the another 50 ml salt solution, so the total volume is up to the 150 ml, okay. So next is shake this mixture vigorously in both palms, okay. Now keep it at room temperature for 3 hours to separate this silt layer, okay. So next is measure these separated volumes of sand and silt as a V1 and V2, okay. Here we can see after 3 hours in this measuring cylinder, sand is settled down and the silt content over this sand, okay. So V1 is the sand volume of the sand and V2 is the volume of the silt content, okay. Then calculate the silt content of given sand sample in percentage as V2 upon V1 multiplied by 100, okay, where V2 is the volume of sand and V1 is the volume of, sorry, V2 is the volume of silt and V1 is the volume of sand, okay. So according to the IS standards, that is IS 383, the percentage silt content in sand should not be exceed 6%, okay. So this is the IS standard regarding silt content. So next point is the bulking of sand. So what is meant by bulking of sand? So let us see, it is defined as increase in volume of given sand due to surface moisture present on the surface of particle called bulking of sand, okay. So this bulking is due to what? The adsorption of moisture on individual sand grains in the form of a thin film, and this thin film of moisture produces the surface tension, okay, which keeps the sand grains away from each other, okay. Here we can say in this figure, this is sand content, and due to this surface tension, that is thin film of moisture is around these sand particles, okay. Due to this what? This volume of sand get increased, okay. So when more water is added up to the certain limit, this bulking increases, and after that sand particles get submerged. The film of this water around the sand particles get washed away, okay, and the air in the film escapes, in the form of bubbles, and the volume of sand again becomes equal to the dry volume. This property is used to find what actual bulking of sand. Okay, so how we can find out this bulking of sand, or what are the effect of this bulking of sand on concrete? Let us see firstly effect of bulking of sand on concrete mixture or concrete mix. First, due to this bulking of sand, this actual quantity of sand taken, that is dry volume, will be less. Okay, so hence required mix proportion become erroneous. That is the incorrect one. Okay, that is mix proportion get wrong. So this, due to this bulking of sand, the dry volume is less, which we required actual quantity of sand is less. Okay, then when bulking of sand takes place, wet or bulk sand used in concrete give increases water cement ratio of particular concrete. Okay, next is due to this increase in water content of concrete, this excessive water result in what? Segregation and bleeding effect in the fresh concrete. That is, the uh, particles get segregated. Okay, and maybe the cement paste float on the surface. So this segregation and bleeding effect on this fresh concrete due to this bulking of sand. And finally, concrete shows the dusty surface and the porous nature, and concrete reduces the strength and durability in its hardened stage. Okay, therefore, we are this bulking of sand is very much important, because if the sand is bulk, our concrete mix get wrong. Okay, so we have to find out this bulking of sand also. So how we can find out this bulking of sand? So let us see the measurement of bulking of sand. So this, first take the 100 grams of given sand sample and fill it in the measuring cylinder. Okay, like this, about one third of its weight, and take this volume of sand, that is V1 ml. Okay, so we take the one third of the weight of the sand in this measuring cylinder. Okay, that is V1. Then now add 2% water by weight in the sand initially. Okay, firstly we are adding the 2% of water by weight of sand. Okay, then shake this cylinder vigorously. Okay, that is horizontal, vertical, circular motion using palm at top and bottom to cylinder, and note down the increased volume of sand, that is V2. Okay, so this addition of this 2% water, the volume of this sand get increased. Suppose this is, now this is V2. Okay, firstly it is V1. By adding the 2% by weight of sand, that is water, sorry, 2% water by weight of sand, then this volume get V2. Okay, next, then calculate percentage of sand. Okay, that is percentage bulking of sand as B1. So this percentage, how we can calculate, that is V2 minus V1. So this V2 minus V1, that is this portion. Okay, that is this volume of that sand, multiply by, sorry, divide by V1, multiply by 100, we get the percentage bulking of sand. Okay, that is firstly B1. Now similarly repeat these steps by adding the water as a suitable intervals. Means firstly we are adding this 2%. Now again add 2%, that is total 4%. Then again add 2%, that is increasing by 2%. And observe this increased volume, that is V3, V4 and V5. And then also calculate this corresponding percentage bulking as B2, B3 and B4 using this formula. Okay, that is V2 minus V1 divided by V1 multiply by 100, that is percentage of bulking of sand. Okay, so finally draw this bulking curve as percentage water versus the percentage bulking. Okay, okay, here we can see in this figure, in x-axis percentage of moisture content. Okay, that is we are increasing this percentage of moisture content by 2%. Firstly 2%, then again 2%, that is total 4%. So increase with 2%. Then the, in y-axis, that is percentage bulking. Okay, so after, then note down the maximum percentage bulking and the corresponding optimum percentage of water from it. So when we are adding the 2% of water in this in the sand, then the bulking of sand suppose is 25. Okay, so like this, for increase into percent, write the bulking percentage, and this can be joined by the smooth curve. Okay, so the corresponding, that is where the maximum optimum we can say the percentage of water is there, calculate the percentage bulking. Okay, so in this way we can find out the percentage bulking or measuring the measurement of bulking of sand. So hope you will understand today's session. Thank you.